Hello there. Wasn't really certain what I wanted to do tonight, so I went and looked on Arena, and it's like, oh, War of the Spark draft isn't on, best of one, so that wouldn't be quick enough for what I want here. Because the best of three draft tends to go a little longer. So, I just want to do a quick Eternal draft. Yeah, a quick Eternal draft. See how that plays out. As I've mentioned before, I've been playing a lot of this and enjoying the draft format, so as I've played it, I've kind of made a couple, I don't know, realizations about colors I like, both like ones I personally like and ones I think are strong in the format, because there's a difference between those two, sort of. Mostly it's I like to play Time Justice Shadow, and, sorry, Fire Justice Shadow, and like, those are fine, but Shadow has some problems. And Time is pretty strong. So it ends up being a little different. Anyway. So, I'm going to give it a minute or two before we jump on in. I'll let people filter on in. How y'all doing? Hope you're all having a good weekend. Well, it's the beginning of the weekend, so you know how it go. Ooh, stab wound. Nice. Yeah. You're doing pretty well. That's good to hear. But yeah, I just wanted to do... I didn't do anything yesterday, thanks to time, and I honestly wasn't planning on doing much today, but, it's like, well, I can get a quick draft in, so... This is going to be a shorter stream than normal. Usually I go 2 hours, but I think a normal Eternal draft is like an hour and a half. Hour 15. Have you looked at the new Hearthstone single-player stuff? No, I haven't touched that at all. Probably should. I don't know. The Hearthstone single-player stuff burned me out. Like, doing the same thing like 4 times in a row. Like, I love playing Slay the Spire, but I don't want to play endless Slay the Spire, if that makes sense, you know? And that's what Hearthstone single players felt like. Especially, like, the Rusticon Rumble was just not very fun. I don't know. It was, like, kind of wacky and such, but wasn't as enjoyable in my mind. Anywho. That's not what we're here for. I might check it out in the future. I mean, it's there. I certainly will. Anyway, see, we got some people around. You can still hear the circle closing in the background. So yeah, I don't know how much I've talked about this draft format, but the more I've played it, the more I've found that packs 2 and 3 are just the worst. 80% of the cards contained in them are almost unplayable and limited. And, like, so your deck comes from packs 1 and 4 so hard. Like, there's kind of like a hierarchy of cards that are playable in, the second and third packs because they are kind of like filler stuff. Hey, President Ark. So, let's go ahead and jump on in. See what we get to start with. Pearl Heavy Smuggler, not really up my lane. I mean, it's a card I'll play in Constructed, sure, because, like, markets in Constructed, always really good. Even though I'm a very casual MTG player, I'm very excited for Modern Horizons. I am too. Holy shit, am I excited for Modern Horizons. That set, I really, really want to do a lot of drafting with it and see how it plays out. Alright. Give your relic weapon +4/+2. Oh god, have I ever played with this card? I wonder how... Huh. Interesting. This could be a real buster. Because, like, especially if we have recursion for weaponry. The other card I like in here, I like Ruin Guide. Because there's a lot of strong shifting in Primal. And when I say, I'm sorry, into Fire. And when I say a lot of strong shifting, I mean Nimble 3/4 with Reckless. That card is extremely powerful and curves pretty well with Ruins Guide. I think those are the two in here. Swift Refusal ain't worth picking up here. Roosting Warhawk is real good. Steadfast Paladin's actually real good. This thing attacks real well and like matches up against most 2-drops. We're in a world of 3/2s, not 2/3s, so this can attack with impunity pretty easily. Yeah, do I want to try out illicit armaments? That's such a weird first pick, though, is the problem. Like, that could backfire real hard if I don't actually have a weapon. But it could be real good if I have, like, recursion for a weapon. There's a couple cards that recur weapons. One in Shadow, one in, Fire. And those are both, like, uncommons. I don't know if that's worth picking up. It's probably exciting, though. Shadow has a lot of relic weapons around, you're right. That's its other part that makes this card interesting. But I think I'm gonna try it out. My gut tells me Ruins Guide because, like, the nimble 3/4 is such a dumb card that, like, Ruins Guide works really well with. But let's try something that's silly. Oh, here's a big shifter. And there's a big reason to be in this, maybe I want to be in Fire anyway. So Combustion Brawler. Enemy can't gain health. Shift 4, exhaust an enemy unit. The other thing I could do... I don't... Vizier's Tablet's not worth it. Boot Knife... Meh. Like, Boot Knife kind of sucks. Honey Patrol. Corrupted Behemoth is real powerful. This thing is a beatdown. Retribution's one of the best Justice cards in the set. This kills anything. I play it. You play it at any number. So, Combustion Brawler, Corrupted Behemoth, Retribution. I think those are the three, and that's more a question of what direction I want the deck to be. Because, like, Illicit Armament, I think, goes best with... Oh, that was a foil Illicit Armament. Huh. Illicit Armament, I think, goes best with Justice, as far as, like, an archetype goes. But I don't know how much I can force that. Like, I pick the Retribution and try to force it, but I'm passing up both Combustion Brawler and Corrupt Behemoth, both of which are pretty powerful cards. I think that might be okay, just to see how that goes. War Wagon, Onslaught Warp. War Wagon's pretty good. This is a big shifter, and it gives hands off +3/+3. Svetnia's Faithful is a card you play like 1,000 of because it's pretty good at getting being a 3/3 on the board. When I talked about it being a 2/3 format, that's one of the cards that kind of breaks it. Twin Size, an okay weapon. I like Mithril Mace more rather than the Warp. I'll pick up the War Wagon though. So we want to try and find ways to, like, maybe I just pick up the Bandit's Flail now. I want to try and find weaponry I like that also... Terror on the Mountain is pretty big here, by the way. That might be pickable as well as in a different direction, but I kind of want to identify this direction and see if it works, right? So let's try to go like a weapon route. We'll try to pick up cards that hand us off armor, try to go heavier in on this weapon. Shift is suspend. You pay 5, you suspend it for 3 turns, and then it's unblockable. There's more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than that. But that's effectively what it is. It's suspend. Yeah, I'm going to try out the flail here. Let's see if we can get some more. Wow! This is what I get for, like, deciding, oh, let's go in on, like, a plan here instead of, like, Terror on the Mountain. Alright. No, that's fair. I get you. I feel you. Alright. I'm just kind of picking things up here. Wow! I feel like my plan isn't going to work at all because the cards are just not here for me. Like, at all. This is going to backfire pretty spectacularly. Let's see if we can avoid an 0-3 then. I think Curator's Spear is fine. Obviously, Steelbound Dragon's the best card in here by a mile. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about, like, cards that are unplayable are a lot of your cards in these packs. This is just awful, awful, not very good. Like this is half the pack, and then like I'm gonna pick up this kind of okay removal, and then we get like nope, like really generic creature, nope, crest, like it's all real generic stuff that doesn't fit into decks very well. Wow. Again, I'm trying to make this like idea work by ignoring everything outside of my colors, but clearly this ain't working this way. Ooh, Life Drinker. I'm good with Life Drinker. We're gonna like here's my plan. We're gonna get huge on these. Oh, I had the big one in there too. Yeah, let's grab that Scout. Heirloom Blade costs 4 for second unit. Costs 4 less for second unit. Okay. Mob Rule, and over here. Cargo. Yes, I get it. We are being told that we are in the wrong colors. I understand. Ceremonial Mask. So, like I said, I'm going to pick a lot of things that give us, like, big weapon. Ooh, the biggest of weaponry. And see if we can make this work. Alright, Seed of Vengeance. A lot of weapons. Mithril Mace. Oh, right, you've got a mile of text. Whenever you play a weapon, gain 2 armor, yes. Okay. So my rare says my plan of playing a bunch of relic weapons fails. However, the uncommon is the uncommon I wanted to pick up. This is absolutely the card I wanted to see. Shift 6, play a relic weapon that is highest, equal to all your relic weapons in your yard. So the Arc Reclaimer is the sort of card we're absolutely looking for because that can let us recur some of our buffed weaponry. Razor Quill, what do you got? You're the double damage hand offer. You're the double hand offer. Okay. Ooh. Accuse. Lifesteal hand offer. Has warp if any of your units attack. That's actually pretty good too. I'm gonna get the Accuser going. Let's get big. Draw a weapon of choice from your deck. Onslaught gets +1/+1. That seems real for us. Onslaught, play a spider with deadly? Sure. We are hella relic weaponry. Wow, there's a lot of power in these. This plan is dumb. Ooh, +3/+3 while you have armor. Yes. So, one of the things about this deck is that there's a lot of, like, common cards that make it work. We found one of them. So, we're, like, in on a plan that isn't gonna work because we don't have, like, we need more coastal blade barriers and things like that to make, to make this function. But, we're still gonna roll with it and see what we can do. Flash grenades, influence, maybe the short sword, I don't know. Bright Mace Paladin, Tinker for Absolute, Blueprints, War Wagon, Bodyguard, Milish, Heirloom Blade. I don't know about Heirloom Blade. Boot Knife, I don't care about. Reclaimer, yes. Spear, yes. Armaments, yes. Mob Rule Vulture. Life Drinker, yet. Flail, yes. Razor Quill. Wretched Talon. Some Shifties, get big. And what's our unit count? 12. That's better than I expected. You're on the Crown Watch, right? Yeah, you're in here. What does this do again? Oh god, I have to read it every time I see it because it's like just this infinite amount of text. Put the Inspire Obedience in here and then the Sealants. Alright. You know, I thought to myself, like, before I did this, it's like, I'll spend some more time talking through my picks. And then I was just like, no, let's force the armory stuff and roll with it. There was a lot of picks in there that like, I think the big point was pick 2 where we had a lot of different directions. And I decided to force the issue on an archetype I wanted to see rather than what the cards show. And you can kind of see how that works. Where, like, forcing what you're looking for is not really where you want to be. But, yeah. Let's make it happen. Because there was a lot of powerful time in there. There was some powerful fire in there. And I was no nimbles. So, like, my first pick wasn't really a wash. But the second pick, we probably could have done different directions. Anyway, I actually am okay with where we ended. We have a lot of weaponry. Man, I'm here to have some fun with this. Let's see if we can make some huge clubs. Let's see if we can find an opponent, I suppose. Didn't think about that half of the stream, but hopefully that's not too bad. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good time. Good to hear. It escaped pretty well. Just got through. Sunday, Monday, gonna be nice. Alright. Good. Ah, camp. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, I won't be doing any streaming over the next couple days. There might be some on Monday. I'm gonna, restart this. See if maybe that's any better. Yeah, pie. Nice. Yeah, maybe this idea of a short stream isn't gonna work if I can't find opponents. We'll see. We have a lot of removal. That's a high point of this, right? Like, you know, we have... Ah, Naruto. Let's roll. That's horrible. Dreadful. Awful. Let's redraw that. Okay, the Crest of Chaos basically saves this hand. We got a good curve. We got a good weapon into that. We can get down Militant and maybe with a flail behind it. I'm in. Yeah, you're right. It might have something to do with the ranking. Yes, actually, I do want that.
Focus your mind.
Okay. So, like, this is gonna... We'll just sidestep it and start getting rolling. One of the new adventures has a suspend? No, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, so we get our 5/5.
All their blades.
Nice. Oh. Well, hi there. Could silence that off. It's a 2-for-1. Let's go ahead and do that so that we can play our scout. Yeah, we want illicit arms. We're not going to play it on this, we're going to play it on the flail. So we'll either play the militant on 5, and then we'll play the flail. And then the flail's going to be huge.
Stand fast.
Okay.
They will be punished.
Yeah. Alright. No blocks there. 4 cards in hand. They missed power drops. Okay, they're hitting them. They get some flyers. That's the good sort of thing for me to hit with this flail. And here we go. Time to roll in. Flail. Hyper flail. I don't know if I want to attack all out here. I'll lose my weapon almost regardless of what I do here. So let's get in. Ooh. So yeah, break my weapon. That's fine. You have a pump spell. So what's your other spell that's a non-pump spell? Oh! Huh, great.
Seek the light.
That's your final card, huh? Alright. Pretty reasonable. Not gonna fight that, you got a trick. So I have lethal if I draw a weapon. Just flat up. If I draw a weapon, if I gain armor, I gain lethal. That's annoying. So... what are they holding? What do you got? You're looking at my units, you're looking at my cards. You're probably gonna all out me this turn, that's what I'd be doing. Oh! Yep, that's a bit strong. Kill my flyer, yep. So now I need to draw a weapon, so let's make that possible, no blocks. So leave this alive in case I do draw a weapon for lethal. Argentport Soldier is not a weapon.
Proud to serve.
Don't know how I'm living from here. They again have they're still holding some sort of trick. I know they've been missing power drops to their hands pretty alive. I'd like it if it was just that attack. I think I still die regardless of my blocks. Yeah, I think I'm still dead regardless. Let's go ahead and throw everything that isn't the flyer under the bus. If they have a pump spell that pumps 2 damage, I die, but I need my flyer alive in order to have a victory anyway. So we're going to try it this way. Maybe their thing is just a bounce. Okay. Alright, maybe their card in hand is just a bounce. We still have our flyer. Our opponent's still at 3. So we're still not dead. Okay, we lose our flyer. Alright, power is not going to do it. Dang. Close. Very close. Oh, their trick was refresh, huh? Odd they didn't just use that to save their unit, but... okay, well, no, never mind. That actually makes sense. You don't use that to save your unit because you use it to save yourself from lethal. That makes some sense. Good stuff. So their combat trick actually saved them from lethal if we went for it. So we needed a little more than that. Alright. 207 v 208. Let's ride. This looks alright. I don't want to play out the Reclaimer. I want to hold the Reclaimer. I feel like the Reclaimer is going to be one of our strongest late game plays. So let's go ahead and find some power, find some weapons. I'm okay with that. Let's get some power going. Yeah, they got a good one.
I bear a message.
So our problem here is just how slow this hand is. If our opponent is just playing minions on curve, we're extremely dead to minions on curve.
Everything helps.
I'm just gonna play that as 3-3 because it blocks. Oh, well. Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yikes.
They will be punished.
Okay, I'm in danger. All they have to do is play removal here for the next couple turns, and I'm gonna die to that 4-2. That's gonna become outrageous. No blocks, can't afford that. They're holding something, some sort of trick. Okay, Scaly Gruon's effectively on null. Flash Grenade's nice to see.
Be redeemed.
Alright. Okay, so they were thinking about mob ruling, and then that's gonna bring this too high, and then... Oh, boy. If I had one more power there, I could have mob ruled here in response, but... So I think maybe I try to block and trade there, but no, trading makes this even worse. I could take the hits, try to build up something to kill this. This thing is... Because the moment I kill anything else on their board... Oh, that is...
I'll dull their blades.
Try the double block? We'll try the double block, but... No, sure, I'll take the 2. Okay, prevent the kill.
Never leave home without a good blade. Ooh.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, go to 1. You're late to the party, my friend. Okay, so I can live. Oh, nope. Can't live anymore. Yeah, removal's basically all you need with this thing. I can get out of control real fast, and we did not have any of our weaponry to knock it off the table before it got out of control. Alright. You know, as I mentioned, this is sort of a treatise and chasing. Oh god, this also doesn't look great. I like the searching a weapon, but like, what do I have to attack with? I don't even have double. Yeah, I gotta mulligan this. I don't have double. Oh, that. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. No, I did say this stream was gonna be quick, didn't I? Guess I didn't believe how quick it was gonna be. Alright, Lingering Influence is nice here. Let's see if we can get something else rolling. That's a 7-drop, my friend. Cannot accept you at this time. We need... Yo!
Next will
Oh!
be your last.
Okay. The spell likers are one of the strongest archetypes in this, and then yeah, go ahead and give that double damage. And this one is one of the strongest spell likers from the older sets. Not gonna flash grenade, I want to save that.
We must rise up!
Seek the light.
Alright, so let's get ourselves something useful. Hopefully they don't just have, like...
Magic, not so bad.
Oh god, yep, you sure are the spell likers.
They will be punished.
I'm so scared. Alright, next turn I should be able to recover. Attack for 2 in the air. Well... Pop the Aegis. I'll take that at this time. Let's... see if we can get enough, like... Nope, nothing out of that. Yeah. Can we beat this 4-4? So I need to just play this. That can't wait. The lifesteal off this should be enough to get us back into things as long as we don't have too much trouble. If they attack, I just don't block. I don't care at all. Like... oh!
Never leave home without a good blade.
Okay. Weaponry dealt with. Making a recovery here. So yeah, it makes a bandit's flail. It just has stats equal to your highest weapon in yard. Yeah. She was working hard. Alright, we got threats. We got life advantage, we got threats. Our opponent's got a lot of mana. Okay. Suppose that is a legal move they can make as Wrath of God. Still got a lot of mana. Okay, I can attack through that still. I guess we both do. So they need something to... oh, they have an onslaught. Do they have a retribution?
I protect the light.
Or are they just rolling in? Alright. Let's just keep rolling in. We're healing it back. They can double block.
Proud to serve.
Are they gonna leave back the double block? I'd leave back the double block sooner rather than later. Alright, that helps us out immensely. Alright, put him to 1. Oh. Sorry, I forget to turn that on all the time because people complain about it literally nonstop. My bad. Like, anytime I'm not doing this, people are always very complaining about it. So, it's back on for you. Sorry about that. Alright, put our opponent to 2. We need... what do I have that's reach in here? Okay, I gotta put him to 3. That's nothing. I got 2 turns to live. This is bad. I need a live draw. Yep. Don't have much power left in the deck. That's a pretty strong one. That's actually one of the best draws, because right now at 10 power, they can basically play anything they draw here. So they're going to play a pretty good unit here. Yep. Whew, that's going to pick back up the Coastal Battle Mage. Battle Mage. So I need live draws? Dead draws. That does nothing. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I need to save that for, like, after the flash grenade. Alright. So I go to 4.
They'll never see it coming.
And then go to 3, and then that doesn't do it. Alright, well, we tried something silly and it failed miserably. That's about what I expected midway through Pack 2, very sadly. Like I had said, the drafts can be very punishing in this. That's fine. Like, because so much of your deck is made in Pack 1 and 4, if you decide to try to fight the tides, you will lose. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of will. Do I want to do another one? That was shorter than I wanted. Sure, let's do one more. Alright. I don't like that rare. Not a fan of the smugglers in this format. Okay, so let's follow that wave. All right, let's talk more about that wave then. Let's talk about following the reads of the pack, following what you see. The first thing I see is an uncommon that's incredibly powerful. Keen Saddleback has a lot of power in being a 4/4 flyer. It has a strong shift. Shift 3 is real good. So we have a flyer that comes down, like, suspend, like, a lot of the shifters we see, like, this one, like, this shift doesn't have it coming down, like, 3 turns earlier, but this one does. This one's extremely good. Handing off evasion's really cool. I think that's flat the pick. Not a lot competing with it. Corrupt Behemoth is a strong card. Char is strong because Fire is strong. And Fire is strong because it has a lot of shift aggression. It has a lot of instant removal between Char and Streets Ablaze. But Keen Saddleback is very, very strong for where it's at. Let's pick that up, see where it rolls. And we immediately see another Primal card on the same power level. Lightning Sprite is one of your best cards you can possibly pick up. This is an adjustable, so twist, you pay for +1, -1. So we have adjustable size on our flyer, and late game, hyper filtering. Primal has some great uncommons and rares, not a lot of solid commons. They have some okay commons. Their main problem I have with Primal, the biggest problem I have with Primal, is that Primal is just awful in packs 2 and 3. Like, as far as commons you want in packs 2 and 3 for Primal, it goes Lightning Strike, Scaly Gruen, end of the pack. Like, every other Primal common is unplayably bad. It's very sad. I like Swirl the Sands, the main deck card. Flying is pretty normal. Anyway, this is a Lightning Sprite pick. I would love to see the Ursine. The Ursine's very good with Twist, as it hands off more for our flyer. It can make our, like, a 4/3 or even higher. So that's good. Looks like here's where we have to start picking up a second color, because clearly this isn't going to be working out for us. The Belligerent Yeti is not a pick worth making. We have Tremor Shocker if we want to go into a shift plan. That could work out pretty well for us. Quicksilver Ooze works well if we end up with any sort of health pumping. I'm a big fan of this card. I think the Tremor Shocker's the strongest card in here. Mining Team is a lot better than it looks. The Shift 2 is really, really nice. It gives you a play early. Ruins Guide is okay. We don't have any shift that I want. Oh, okay, we do have Keen Saddleback with it. And that's okay. It makes it a 6/6. It won't have the flying because it'll emerge. I don't know if that's better than just picking Tremor Shocker here. Tremor Shocker's real nice. The thing is that Elysian... So, one of the things that has me against picking Tremor Shocker here is that Elysian is such a hard combo to get working these days in my experience. Like, you end up with a lot of power and almost no interaction. You end up with beefy bodies and, like, praying your opponent doesn't play a spider. I still think I want to try it out because I love Tremor Shocker. Fire's easily the strongest color in the set by a mile. Like, usually Justice is the strongest color, and Justice is still quite good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, the Nimble, 3/4, Streets Ablaze, Char, there's a lot of good commons. Mining Team's quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Tremor Shocker. Maybe we swift around. This is a good reason to switch around. Nimble Conscript is very powerful. Arcanum Elite, though, is also good, especially with the Lightning Sprite. You can give that some more twisty. But Nimble Conscript is, in my mind, the strongest fire common. Oh yeah, the Twisty Yeti. I didn't even remember about that one. But Nimble Conscript is really powerful because it takes a long time before decks can block a 3/4 effectively. And even if they can, usually your deck has like Char or some way to make the trade not like... Wouldn't the easiest colors to work with in pack 2-3 be consideration, or is pack 1 too early to be considering that? The problem is that pack 1 is... Packs 2 and 3 are basically bad for everybody. Like, everybody comes out of that pack awful. You're praying for uncommons, you're praying for rares, because the commons are like... You know, if I'm looking at Shadow in pack 2 and 3, it's Extract, Dark Return, nothing. Like, maybe there's like some of the relic weapons or something like that, but you know, if you're looking at you know, I talked about Primal is one of the worst offenders, but packs 2 and 3 are just not where you want to build your deck. You want to absolutely build your deck in pack 1 and try to support it in pack 4. So the question here is if I go with Arcanum Elite or if I jump ship to Nimble Conscript. That 2/2 flyer for 3, yeah, the most filler of filler bodies. Arcanum Elite's good if we do have some twisties. And we do see some Quicksilver Ooze. We've been seeing them. Swirl the Sands as well. Maybe I'm okay with that. Do I want to pass up that Nimble Conscript? Nimble Conscript with Keen Saddleback seems like cheating in my mind. Then again, Keen Saddleback with Tremor Shocker seems like cheating in my mind. Maybe that's okay. Maybe we can get the flying done here. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay, good idea at the time. We're seeing some strong... Okay, we're seeing Fire Gone. We're seeing some strong considerations for me to still be in this. Specifically Displaced or Arachnodon, and I like good idea at the time. I don't think it's... I think it's very silly. I kind of want to pick it just to play with it some more. I'm always a big fan of it. But the Arachnodon's also very powerful as a 2. Like... You might think, like, oh, why would I want to shift that on 1? But the unblockability plus the Scout early is real nice. Scout's something you got a lot of. Yeah, let's go ahead and... so the first draft was our good idea at the time draft. This draft, let's pick up some cards that make our deck function. Okay, we can pick up another Ooze. We can pick up another Humbug, huh? That seems fine. So Humbug's real cool. I like this flyer because it can become a 2/1 flyer and draw a sigil. And then if you have something like Arcanum Elite, you can draw a lot of sigils. Quicksilver Ooze is also good for making a lot of bodies. But I think I kind of want to go with some humbugging. Yeah, good idea is a real cool card. Right now I'm picking for trying to build a playable deck rather than like... That's the 4th Ooze I've seen, but I still want the Tremor. Like, I'm trying to talk through the more correct choices in my mind. Because the first draft was the one that went off the rails kind of sillier. More Tremor Shockers are real good. This thing's real big. It can be unblockable. 6/6 is hard to deal with. Let's get some more of those in the pool. Don't really think I care about that. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you, Omni. I think it's a real cool card. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Owlet. I don't know if I'll play it, but like, the thing is okay if you ever get past a couple power and it ends up on the top. If it's in your hand, you feel real bad. And like, the Yeti would be okay as a 2 as well, but... alright, let's get like a body with no text. Oh, that's the most boring of bodies. Mute always seems too expensive for what it does. Hold under also, but like, removal is removal, and we have a lot of these big bodies. I'm actually gonna pick the Emerald Coin here. Emerald Coin is incredibly powerful. There's a couple coins that I feel like you can play. As long as your mana base isn't too bad, you can get away with playing just for their onslaught abilities. Emerald Coin is one of them, handing off a +1/+1 to, you know, our deck with flyer, big units. Like, this can do a lot of work, even if we don't even use the Justice. The other ones I like are, the Fire one is the other one I think is playable outside of just in Fire, because 1 damage targeted can be really nice removal. And an Amber Coin, which fits in faction. Alright, so we're hoping for our rare. Our rare does not give us... So, again, let me take you through. It's like, cool, Cloud Snake Hatchling. Like, oh boy, an unplayable Warp Spell. Oh boy, an unplayable Ruin. Oh boy, an unplayable Warp Spell. Like, there's so many of these cards in this set that are just not good. Snowcrest Yeti could give us a 1-drop. I like Dispel. Dispel gives us a way to stop opposing flying. I think that's, and like drawing, even like if it isn't hitting something super big, the draw card's always nice on it. We don't have a lot of spells to pick up Initiation Bell right here. So, they'll probably do like a 6.5 and change the format up, change what's in the middle packs, do something like they did with the 5th set. I sure hope they do, because like, I'm not, again, the underpowered nature of these makes you play with Scout, with Shift and Twist and such, but it feels really bad looking in these, because like, again, you're looking at Seek Power and you're like, hell yeah, best card you could possibly get, you know, 2/2 for 2 with some text. So I'm all about Seek Power in here, because like Overheat and like, you know, there's just so many underpowered cards in here you don't really want to be playing. Ooh, that's really strong standard. So we got the Wormstone here, which is one of the stronger plans that you can actually get in packs 2 and 3. Now the question is our deck able to do that? Right now we only have 3 spells and one of them is way too expensive. But the problem is, it's competing with nothing. I don't want Ferosa, I don't want Training Ground unless I already have the Wormstone. I don't care about Savage Denial. Iron Hook is honestly an idea in my mind, but Wormstone, let's go big and see what we can pick up. Maybe we can find some more small interactive elements that work well with Wormstone. Maybe we can find another Wormstone. Maybe we can find another Ancient Allure. Dispel's fine. Ancient Allure is really good. All these are... So, again, as I talked about, the uncommons are kind of where you're looking. And so that's fine. Do we pick up more Wormstones? Do we go in on this? If we pick up the second Wormstone, then we're committing to try to find some more stuff to make these function. Maybe that's okay. Maybe we can get some more stuff to make these function. Worm.deck is generally what I end up when I end up playing time in this format, because like I don't like that's just where the big plays are. I think I'm okay picking up the Wormstone here and seeing if we can get that working. I don't feel like I'm giving up too much Lightning Strike. That's a good spell that comes down, makes worms. It's one of the primal cards I want out of this set. Learned Herbalist makes a spell, so I'd be fine playing it as well. So I think Lightning Strike's easy. Again, Shugo standard. We got some strong standards walking by us. That's fine. And here's what I'm talking about as far as, like, what's left. Like, I just... Like, Book Liker's fine. Pack Hunt's not. This just ain't. You know, we're just not fine. There's not a lot. And we're only 5 cards deep. I'm gonna pick up Iron Hook as removal, because I don't think anything else in here. I might play the Excavation Assistant, but I'm not liking it. I'd rather have an Iron Hook as removal. Alright, what's this one? Negating any spell, or put an enemy attachment. Increase cost by 3, don't really care about that. Trailblaze, though! Scout, draw a card. Again, we want some small spells for Wormstone. It's funny, Aerial Ace is like okay, but it's so outclassed in this format. Yeah, Justice and Fire have a lot of playable chaff. Lingering Influence sees a lot more play in this format, because one of green's things is spell likers, and this is one of the best spell liker things you can have that isn't like an offensive trick. You play it and your spell likers turn on, and they go, oh, we're awake now. You know, Cold Soul 4/4. Nothing in here. And again, like, oh boy, light them up. Everybody loves Dust Blind. Like, no dice. Boy, we sure do have some cards in here. Spiked Helm. Flash Freeze. Okay, playing a Flash Freeze in my deck. Okay, back 3. Nothing on the open. Storm Talisman. That could be alright. It's a little expensive, but it gives us some outlet for the late game. And one of the things about this format is that there's almost no outlets for late game in a lot of decks. Don't know if that's worth it over, like, Sentinel. Amanera's a good one. It's less a way out of board stalls and more a way out of, like, top deck wars. I think I still want, like, Watchful Amanera or Awakened Sentinel. I don't think Awakened Sentinel is actually where I want to be. Also, I'm probably fine just playing the Crest. I like the Scout. Like, more scouting always helps. I think Watchful Amanera is the speed of our deck. Like, Awakened Sentinel's fighting with some real biggies, and I don't think we want to be fighting there. But on 3, Excavate is slightly better in this format. Noir Wormstone. Advanced Scout's okay, but it loses to a lot. This is a real powerful trick. Love this trick. Lumbering Ruin, as we saw before, can't block. But no, really, you're not trying not to block with it. Do I have anything I would want to? Get out of here. No, there's not really anything I'd want to excavate. Excavate would just be in here as a 1-cost spell for Wormstone. I can also pick up a 3rd Wormstone if that's the direction I want, but that's hard to make function with how few, again, we're light on spells, and we need to really fix that up if I want to be playing the Wormstones. Do I just pick up Advanced Scout? Is that okay? Maybe I pick up that Excavate and just be able to pick up some of my biggest units again. I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm okay with that. I don't know. It's not great. Excavate's better in this format, but better by, like... Yeah, I was playing with the Gruen, and I was stunning on block against a deadly quick draw unit that would kill anything that blocked it, but not the Gruen, because it removes itself from combat, which was very silly. Really want that 2/2 Overwhelm guy for Advanced Scout to be any good. Yeah, problem I have with this is that he gets outclassed too quickly in this format. There's a lot of flyers all over, and 2/1 just isn't doing what it used to. I'm gonna go with the Wormstone, see if we can get big. Well, okay, let's get more Lightning Strike. I'm fine with that. Again, we see some okay things hanging out up here. Circe's freaking meddling. Let's get more Lightning Strike in the pile. Ooh, you want bigger Lightning Strike in the pile? Okay, we got Lightning Strike and bigger Lightning Strike. We also got an Amanera and a Downpour. Downpour is a spell I'm happy to have one of in the deck. That tends to do some real fun things. I think the clan standards, though, were what I want, because I want to be able to hide spells in my power, like the coins and such. So I think I'm going to hide a spell in my power with the standard. This is a blank. I don't care about anything in here. I'll pick the Death Strike, because I already have this. Torrential Downpour looking nice. Training Ground's okay. I think I want a Downpour. I don't have one of these in the deck, and I'd like to. Well, made the wrong choice. Still think I want more Downpours, though. Charter. And then look at this. Like, Snow Fort. Attacker that dies to everything. 1/1 that's irrelevant. Refresh is honestly solid in this format. I disagree. People think Refresh is solid in this format. And it's solid in decks that have, like, twist things. Outside that, it's really bad. Like, it just doesn't do enough. Like, you really do need to have some sort of twistiness to make it good. And outside of that, it's just dreadful. Sure, I don't care about the rest of these. Well, the thing with Refresh is you're never using it on your face unless, like, you're dying. Terror on the Mountain. Whenever you warp a card, stun an enemy unit. We don't have a lot of warp, but like that's a biggie. And it's either that or like Devotee of the Sands. Devotee's fine too for getting us up top. Do we actually have any warp? That would be whenever you warp a card, right? Yeah, I think it's just like Owl plus Hold Under if I'm playing it. Death Strike if I'm playing it. Devotee lets me get to my biggies quicker, and that might be better. We passed a lot of Terror on the Mountains before. I don't know. The problem I have with Terror on the Mountain is that, like, so you take out the warp text, and in our deck, it's not really doing too much. You have a Shift 6, 6/6. You know what I'm paying for that? Sure ain't 7. Okay, Twisty Behemoth. I love Twisty Behemoth. This thing does decent removal, too, Dynamancy Enthusiast. Deadly Mount is pretty good. I think I want a Behemoth. I always like having one of these for, like, the biggies. Arcanum Elite's also good in our deck. Again, just as a good, like, handing out. So this is, like, the refresh I like, because it's a body, and, like, it can work without needing to be, like, a trick. But I think Corrupted Behemoth's good enough for me to want to have one of these in here. Venomous Mount looking good. Blink. Just a good old Blink. Maybe we want to Blink. Furnish is kind of silly. Do I want more spells for this Wormstone? I got 3 of them. Blink's always good at that. It's around when you need it. And I'm fine playing 3 for a teleport. I think that's where I'm at. Let's do that or the Mount. And the Mount's fine. I like handing off Deadly well enough. But let's get some blinking going on. Whenever you scout flying, yeah. Actually want to get some more of these going on and get us something early. More Corrupted Behemoth. Good idea at the time. Looking a little higher now that we got Wormstone in the mix. Corrupted Behemoth's also good. Smash Jotun's fine. Submerged Titan is weird. I feel like that card dies too easily. It takes too long to get big. Basically, it's like that one Shadow card that gets +1/+1 on a minion death, but like one-sided and worse. Because it has to come down before everything. And its shift is more expensive. Whereas the other thing's a 3 shift, and then you make trades. Corrupted Behemoth versus Good Idea at the time. We already have a Corrupted Behemoth. We don't already have a Good Idea at the time. Oh boy. More good ideas at the time. I think I only really want one good idea at the time. That's fine by me. Okay, then we're just gonna kind of pick up some filler stuff here. I don't really care about what's going on in this. Cobalt Coin might make it. This warp unit sucks on ice. Alright. Let's roll out, see what the deck looks like. So we got some biggies. That's kind of our trick, is that we got big units. Blink. We got this to help us out pushing forward. Like the Spell, Amanera, Wormstone, Shifties. Then Good Idea, Clan Standard, Lightning Strikes, Torrential Downpours, Freezers, maybe the Warp Owl, maybe not the Warp Owl. Keen Saddleback, absolutely. How we doing? Well, we need a couple more includes, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and include one more of these and, like, Owl. We got biggies, so this might do its job. Iron Hook. Help us out. How am I doing on units? 13. We got 10 spells plus the clan standard. So, like, those are looking okay. Coin in there, too. Maybe a Trailblaze and, like, like a family charter. Because we got, right now we're at 18 power, and I think I want to be at a little less than that. Family charter probably helps out most with that. And that's okay. Alright. Something like this. How's our curve look? Yeah, 13 units is pretty low, but the Wormstones are nice. We got 10 spells plus a standard. Do I want to include any more spells? I'm at 17 power right now. Kind of wish I had a little bit more fixing, TBH. Do I want a Trailblaze? Is Trailblaze better than 17th power? I don't think so. Let's get the power in here. So our doubles are on not on Wormstone, are on Tremor Shocker and Keen Saddleback. Hold under as well. We got the good ideas. I like the good ideas. We can hold on to our things and get some good ideas going. Alright. Let's see how this works. I feel this one's probably going to be closer to a 3-3. This one is a more complete deck than the last. We followed the lines that the cards made available to us in order to immediately mulligan an opening hand. It's not the worst, mind you, with those, but, like, 1 power is just not where I ever want to be, especially in this deck. Alright, don't like seeing the good idea in the opener, but, you know, let's try to find some primal. That's fine, actually, because we'll actually be able to play that on 4 here. Okay. Question is if I shift this.
Blink and you'll miss it.
We'll shift it out. Opponent's on 3 color.
The vault must be protected.
Interesting. Now, hopefully I draw another power. That's not it. Because I don't want to play this, but I'm going to have to if I want to play Corrupted Behemoth on time. So we have to give up our Wisp. But I think I'm okay with that. Because I want to play this Behemoth on time. I want to get moving in. I want to get attacking.
Well, it's a start.
Just playing a 3-3. Alright, that's a little late to the party, and that's going to be fine. So let's get in. And we're going to go ahead and play our Behemoth here. That gets big real quick. It's kind of a lightning rod at the mo, but we'll see how it pans out. I can attack into their board right now and not feel bad. I also get to attack for 1 with our friendo. Now, do they have, like, a way to kill this? They can't kill it with the silence stun, because they have to attack. I'm sorry, you do what now? What the hell? Deadly Quick Draw? What? Okay. So I'm just playing our 6-6. I'm not going to wait on that. I want to get bodies hitting the floor as quick as we can. So did that target something? Or is that all your units? Okay, there's the Retribution Killer. That's fine. I guess it's every unit. That's scary as hell, if so. Kingdom for a goddamn power here.
Stay alert.
So do I, like, just wait until this comes out of shift? I can attack here. They can't really kill me off. The worst part is they can offensively trigger this. Ugh. Okay, we need a primal pretty bad here. Yeah, but our opponent's just full of the good ideas. Not much to do there. I can block all the attacks at the least. Okay, so this ain't gonna get out of control. They're doing fine. Yar! Alright, Iron Hook gets that out of the way. But we don't want to play it because that's unblockable. Alright. So let's let that threat shift into existence. That'll be okay, and then we'll move on from here. We are... Again, that's gonna be fine. We can take the 2. Okay.
I could get used to this.
I guess I'm probably just gonna... Oh my god! Oh! Hi! Hello! My friend, we're here. Okay, I want to kill this with the hook. Or the lightning strike, to be honest. Either or of these. One's gonna die to the hook, the other's gonna die to the lightning strike. Let's... get that off the table, then. If I draw a sigil, it'll be a good idea at the time, the sigil, because I don't need sigils past where we're at.
I could get used to this.
Get out of here with that. Oh, that could have been bad. Yeah, okay. That's our double primal card. Sure. Really want to play that. Okay. So we're going to hand off flying to the 2-2 so that I can keep the 2-4 back to block. We're going to clear off that armor. And again, any sigil from now can just get turned into a good idea. That is a real good card here. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take a draw 2 right now. And we can get the sigils. Well. Okay, not yet at least. Okay, we are actually card advantaging our way back into control here. Stopping their biggest play was very key. Alright, torrential downpour, don't really do it. I think we want to flip a humbug. Let's go ahead and get moving. Let's go ahead and flip a humbug. And then, let's make a good idea. Ooh! Scarecrow, huh? Yeah, I'll take a lightning strike. They got a 6-4 in play. Ooh! What a good idea! Beautiful. What if you twist your humbug? Yeah.
Not so bad.
Goodness. Alright, so this came in. Let's get the attacks going. And we want to play our Scarecrow. And do I want to play the downpour to scry? No, let's pass it up. So I get to draw a sigil every turn. That seems pretty decent. Oh, there goes my flyer. But we do have Lightning Strike to take care of the biggie. We can kind of block on some of our smaller units. Let's go ahead and see what they got. They got nothing, and that's a concession. All right, move. Good. That turned out well. I was a little scared of where we were a little earlier in that fight, but like the turn where our opponent went 2-for-1 on the Tarn test pilot, spending something like 11 mana on it and 2 cards, and we got it with our lightning strike. Oh, hey, I got my promo. Nice. That was the turn where that game twisted. Ah, yes, the twist. Didn't even need the Wormstones. No. We were doing pretty good if we drew them, though. We were holding a couple spells. That's the other reason to hold that downpour, by the way. Just hold the downpour. Alright. Yeah, see, I got the... I don't like this hand. Oh yes, 210 half plays it. I don't think this hand does anything. It's got to, like, stun some things. I'd rather... Like, if I had a Wormstone, I'd like it. Okay, this actually seems fine. Because we got the Humbug to search. We can shift the Devotee. Let's scout for power. Scout for power, let's take it. Let's do our kind of strong plays here.
Proud to serve.
So we want to go ahead and shift this to hide it again. There's no reason to play it with the
And you'll
unit
miss
in
it.
play. We'll get the Wormstone on 3. If we draw into power, we can go ahead and cast it on, get our Worm on 4. And our opponent's just going for the, swinging for the fences, huh? Shit, I don't have answers for somebody swinging for the fences. That's kind of bad. Is our power base wrong? Our power base might be wrong. Okay, thank goodness for the sigil here. Yes, please. Give me that lightning strike off the top any day. I'm going to leave this back to block the 2-2. I don't want that to get super out of control. The 7-7 is going to be enough to get us this hold under to kill their biggie. And hopefully we can find our Corruptor to heal this off. But right now we are in a painful scenario. And if this gets Berserk plus a combat trick, we might die on the spot. Luckily, drawing into our lightning strike will feel real nice. Let's go ahead and see what the trick is. Okay, no trick. Good. Maybe an onslaught activation? Flying warp. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and flip this for our primal sigil so we can get the hold under going next turn. And I think we do attack for 1. I'm not blocking with you, so... Yeah, hello, new lightning strike target indeed. They'll probably pump it before they attack, and if it's only +2, we can throw the bulb in front of it. Let's go ahead and see what they got. Nope, no pump. Alright, so I can hold under to kill their next bigger thing. Maybe the 7-7 can start coming in. That's on the board, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm feeling real good about being able to, like, knock out their, this thing. So let's get spicy. Let's get moving. We got an amber coin. We want to hold power as much as we can because we have the twisty sprite and the good idea at the time, and we want to be holding a card for both of those at all times. We'd always twist this if we needed a card in hand. This chump blocker seems nice. We got a block here. We don't care about losing the power. Another Berserk Salamander. They're just gonna... No, it's 4 to twist, right? So maybe they're twisting it. Alright, 2 to my face. Okay, I think we hold that. The question is, do I go in with the 7-7? I think the answer is they're top decking, and I want to end this quick. So let's push. Because I've got a 1-1 to chump this. This doesn't have, you know, anything huge going on. I think we can hold, pass it back. If they draw a pump or something like that, it looks bad, but they have to block. Okay, they're just gonna twist it and deal damage. Maybe they've got a fireball in their deck. I can't kill them. Yeah, fireball in their deck would be the one thing I could see coming out of nowhere and killing me. Let's... So if they've got a fireball, they could slam a fireball at us and kill us. I left a couple blockers in case they've got something like a team creator with haste. 6 damage out of nowhere off one card in draft is going to be hella hard to come by. Wrath's always the hard option. There's that 4/4 dragon that can't kill us in this situation because it's only 4. And that's Seek Power. That is none of the above. Alright. We stabilized, we got there, we did the twist. Alright. Rolling up. My hope would be that this could balance the equation, as it were. I don't know, yeah, if we could balance... No! Goodness. A warp card in our opener, 1 power. I love Humbug, but that's a sad hand to look at. Let's go ahead and get something new. 2 power. Alright, colors. Wormstone. Seek Power. Hold the Seek Power. Lightning Strike. Hell yes. Playing first. Absolutely. Let's do it. Making this happen. We're going to hold the Seek Power specifically because we're holding the Wormstone, so... I'm going to turn to that Amber Coin. If, you know, we don't draw power for it.
There's always
Shifty.
a way.
That sounds
if
good.
You know the path.
Good to get Shifty. Alright, we don't need to play the Amber Coin. So we can go ahead and deploy Lightning Sprite on 3. Deploy Wormstone on 4. Attack for 1. Start getting things rolling. Hopefully our opponent isn't rolling in our face too much. But Flash Freeze is actually really good against that specific card. Like, Flash Freeze works real well against that because usually they go pretty well in on, like, the scouts, and then you can stuff it. So, here's the hope. There are 3 colors.
One shot will do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that Wormstone deployed. Gonna hold back our friend here. Because they might threaten some shifting. I don't think the damage... It might hold things back. I want to see your trick. Actually, no. I'll be able to hold up a better thing next turn. Let's, let's attack for 1. Tag it in. Well, let's get some power. And let's ensure the worm. Alright, ship it back. Oh, well, that sure did answer everything I had. Probably just gonna Lightning Strike the repeater here. Alright. Ooh, blink. The blink's a little awkward here. Because, like, if I bounce this, they get the needle spitter. If I don't bounce it and try to use this, then it doesn't function. I'm gonna ship it back and see what they do. 4 cards in hand. I can deploy a 6/6 next turn. So I'm fine blocking here, and if they go for like a kill on this, I can blink it out of the fight. Yeah, and then we just... No, I'm good, thanks. They still had a trick there. Interesting. Alright, so that's a scout, by the way, that they can deploy, so... Keen saddle. Do I just want to deploy a 6/6? Deploying a 6/6 seems pretty reasonable here. Deploying a 5/5 flyer would also let me shift around, but the 6/6 asks some high questions. Could also shift it, but I don't think that's... Let's deploy the 6/6. Sure, that's okay. That doesn't really do too much. It just gives you a couple ground units that aren't really afflicting me at the moment, unless you've got, like, ways to light them up. Alright, I probably want to just play that. Ooh, the Humble Humbug. Suddenly scared of mob rule? Yeah, well, that's possible, but I don't think I can really run too scared off it. I want the Humbug next turn. This turn, I think I'm just gonna deploy... I need blockers. Like, I can't go too all in here. I think I'm just gonna play this as a 4/4 flyer. Pass it back. Alright, what do they got?
Let's go!
Sure. Okay, so now they can mob rule the 6/6, like you were saying. Which, you know, that can happen, but the deadly thing on the table already sort of has it at a stalemate. I thought about flying it, but I'm really scared.
There's always a way, if you know the path.
I'm really scared of, like, making the flyer. Sure. Alright, I want to start moving in here, so let's actually get the 4/4 attacking. I have the stun for if they go for high damage. Sure, that's an almost irrelevant turn. I can attack for nearly 6 in the air. We can start clocking our opponent pretty badly. Okay, they do get to free roll this attack. That is a pretty free roll attack. Do they want to... Nope. Okay. Ooh. Now that starts doing a little bit of cleanup. +2/+1? Yeah. So I'm leaving this Lightning Sprite back still, just as like our a bit more of a defensive play. Yeah, I'm okay with you breaking the hook here. Okay, so next turn is gonna be our freezers.
Victory!
Yeah. Okay, I see what we're doing here. We're actually gonna give the health to the humbug, start flipping that, and draw some cards for the flip out there. Okay.
Let's patch you up.
So hand off to the humbug.
This'll sting a bit.
Get us a card. Get us a card. And... okay. So pass it back. We've got a stun. There's a lot of damage coming in. But we've got lethal in the air multiple ways. They need to kill 2 of our 3 flyers to stop lethal. Not even... we've got the Arcanum in the back. So, like, they are in a little bit of a dire situation right now where they need to be pretty offensive. That is not a very offensive play. They're going for the scout. So, I guess we'll kind of do some blocks based on these moves, see where things land them. Like, they can't really even go all out here, and that's sort of a... something like that. We got the stun. Not even gonna need it. I was waiting for this to get overwhelmed, +2/+2, but... nice! I actually love seeing Torrential Downpour. Attack in for lethal. You've got to answer multiples here. Flash Grenade. That will answer multiples. Should have flipped some things out a little more, huh? Okay. I think here I just want Downpour. I don't even need the Wormstone here. I think I just want to Downpour to get rid of some of these attackers and then stun the ones that are relevant coming in. I guess if we have a Downpour on top, we win, right? Alright, so they've got attacks in, and I'm just gonna flash freeze the things that are, you know, relevant, I suppose. No tricks there? Let's stun them off then. They've got 4 power to come up with 8 damage. Okay. Technically a trick indeed. But yeah, we are playing the sort of Elysian deck that I've ended up with that is more successful, to answer your question, Steampunk Bob. The bigger things in here, we just have some kind of real nice biggies. Keen Saddleback does a lot. And we've got our triple Wormstone with a lot of these kind of tiny spells hanging out. Not enough tiny spells, but like not as many as I'd like. I'd like another Seek, but 3-0, the direct opposite of our first draft. Kind of glad we went oh no, it's time for our rematch, Naruto. Well, this is not a rematch hand, so let's go ahead and see our opponent has gained in rank, so have we. Good, good. Guess we're all about that Wormstone, huh? So they're on the play, they're on the mulligan. Our hand looks just... Okay, the Iron Hook. I have no reason to play out there Arcanum Elite with nothing. Do they have a 2? I feel like they're looking at a 2 and deciding. Alright. Ship it back. We'll get our Iron Hook. Slower the better for us. Oh. Okay. Let's rush down. We don't have a good rush down hand, but let's rush down anyway.
Reporting in.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I will stand watch.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead and get down Behemoth first. Okay, they're recovering pretty nicely. Oh, one of the biggest bombs in the format, huh? Sure. You got it, boss. God damn. Okay, so it's 6. They're a little power shy, so maybe they are gonna have troubles with that.
Let's patch you up.
Let's just get big.
This'll sting a bit.
Okay, we gotta rush you down before you get to enough power to make that useful. Well, they're finding some. Okay. Get those attacks in. Maybe a trick? Looks like a trick. I smell a trick.
These samples are perfect! I can carry just a few more.
Alright, let's check our ideas. How are our ideas looking today? Decent. Ideas rate. So we want to, again, we want to just crush in. Always be attacking, always be getting in as quick as we can, because, like, we want our opponent as close to dead as possible. I'm going to go ahead and play this. I want to scout. I want to try and find some more useful cards. That's not really doing it. We're holding this for flips. We got a lot of power on the board, looking nice. Maybe we can push them down. Do they have the 6th power? Oh, they're... Oh, yikes. Big defense? Big defense, looks like it. They're at 10. We've got... Okay, they got to play full D here. So, what do I want to do to push through then? Like, they still have a trick in hand. Is it worth doing anything? Do I just deploy Rebel Sharpshooter Pass? They can kill my 6/6 and my... If they've got a trick, they can do a lot of killing here. What's their end game? Do I just want to push? 4/8. If I swing in with the 6/6 Behemoth, I don't want to flip it to a 7/5, because then I can block with the 1/1 and the 4/8 and take it down. I think I might just want to hit the the A button here and see what happens. Math is for blockers, you know. If I can get my opponent to 6, we have some top decks that kill them in 3 turns. Not that we'll be dead in 3 turns anyway. Let's push. Some trick, +3/+3 life steal is probably the worst that could come up. Okay, put our opponent to 3 is real nice looking. Feel like we've got enough here. They can twist, but that's not gonna be enough. They can twist and kill my 3/3, but then they're tapped out and die effectively.
You'll fetch a good price.
Ah. Okay. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, that takes care of your only blocker. It was a good try. We got our revenge. We're at 1-4-1. Moving up in the world. Funniest news of the day, Noah's Ark thing in Kentucky suing an insurance company about rain damage. Alright, this deck is performing very well. Yeah, I always have a pile of cards in front of me, Shabadoo. It's the way of life. Now this just looks dreadful, sadly. Like, I don't want good idea in the opener. This is fine. We got some okay stuff, but like we really want a little bit more going on here, and I feel like a redraw is going to be fine with that. Like we just don't. Okay, this looks about the same. Probably have to use Clan Standard as a thing. Maybe we can get Iron Hook to do some work, but we're probably going to have to play this as power, to be honest with you. And we want to hold this. This does better for our twisties. Spells don't deal damage, huh? -1 damage. That's funny. Alright, I'm actually gonna shift this worm first because we don't have a spell for our Wormstone. So I might as well get the power going.
Stand fast.
Okay.
The snow can...
Okay, so almost all power can just go away at this point. The only power I don't want would be a second primal. Spells deal -1 damage. If you got a trick, show me. I think you just want Onslaught, though. Probably for just kill my flyer. If I were doing things, I would kill my flyer. I'd kill my flyer pretty big here. I would love it if they spent hard removal on that flyer, though. That means it's hard removal, not on the 6/6. Aw, deal 2 damage. So if I blocked with this, they would have got me, but... Oh, that's funny. Alright, let's... So we can Arcanum Elite next turn. Maybe they've got a kill spell for us. Oh, Defiance. Sure.
You will pay for your crimes.
No real answer in that one. They're gonna get us regardless. Now, hopefully, we find a good dispel target. That's the hope, is that they play a nice, like, juicy dispel target. It's a decent one. I mean, I'll accept it.
Let's patch you up.
So,
This'll sting
we've
a
actually
bit.
used all our reasons to hold power, Lightning Sprite, and a good idea. So, holding power doesn't do too much for us other than bluff. I do not care about that attack. I really would rather it be incoming. Could Lightning Strike it, but I just don't care about it. They must have it a Retribution. Kill my 7/7. Yep. How many Retributions do they have? Maybe I did want to kill that. Now that I'm looking at it, let's do it this turn. In case they've got more. That's the main thing, is that I guess they have 2 units, so Retribution's active no matter what. Alright, let's go ahead and get you off the table. And if they have Retribution 2, we're gonna look a little worse for wear here if they can kill my 6/8. Not gonna feel too happy about that because our clock is way too slow on a 1/1. 4 cards in hand, they got a lot going on. Maybe just more flyers? Maybe just more good units? Okay, more units.
Be punished.
Oh. Flying, you say? Alright. Flying changes this equation dramatically. Also, this thing's kind of like shaded and hiding.
Don't go in unarmed.
They just played that straight out, sure. Gotta get in, gotta get the damage going. That is a perfect family charter right there. I think I want that. That's more like it. So I can blink their blocker out of the way. Fly Halud. Heh. No blocks. I don't think you're killing me from 15. Now, do you have 2 blockers, or you just have the 1? All I need to do is live, because I have a shifter coming out.
I'll dull their blades.
Okay. Five wins. We are running back down the ranks again. 1-1-6. And again, this is a pretty good showing of. I feel like this draft does a pretty good showing of not this draft, but this like whole stream does a good showing of how reading the waves and following what the draft wants gets you a lot more success than going in with a plan. I always get asked that. I get asked that a lot. You know, being a draft. Oh, what's your plan? What do you want to do here? What are you planning on? And like the honest answer a lot of the time is, I'm not. This hand sucks. I don't want 2 warp cards and off color. Off color's fine here because we got the Seek Power and the Bulbous, so that's good. We got some removal going on. We got the Family Charter. We got we got the Humbug, the Humble Humbug. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use the Seek Power to get ourselves our primal. Get things rolling. Okay, they got more power in their hand. Cryptic Etchings. I actually like this card a lot. Gets things rolling pretty nicely. Alright, let's go ahead and scout. Yeah, that seems fine. We got 5 power in hand. So, 3 colors. Okay. They could have some fixing here, and they're in time.
Let's
So.
see. A little bit of this.
And they're going to go for ramp, too. They want biggies. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and just play Amanera then.
Stay alert.
That'll be the best board to block a learned herbalist. So their hand is unknown. So Secret Page is 3 unknown. So they can go pretty big here. And so, like, I want Clan Standard on because of that.
Cease and desist!
Okay. So cards can't leave voids or markets. Sure, my market is off, your void is off. There's that Secret Pages. We're going to go ahead and get that right now. Alright. So, I actually don't want to grab the Humbug Power. I want to be playing our 5. Because let's get this on the board as quick as possible. They missed a power drop. So their Secret Pages didn't do anything. They discarded a Shadow Sigil, and then they went and grabbed another Sigil. Avarax off the top. That's a really good Iron Hook target if I've ever seen one in my life, and I have. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that as quick as we can. Just... Okay, so this will give our Iron Hook a good 2-for-1. We'll be able to take out, like, their Learned Herbalist or this. I don't think we have any Voidbound things, so we're not really feeling this. They might. Maybe this ain't good for them. Maybe they've got a Dark Return. That's a real good Lightning Strike target if I've ever seen one. Let's go ahead and get rid of their Herbalist, I feel. And then I'm going to allow them the 2-for-1 if they want it. Alright. Let's shift this so we can Lightning Strike. Call it around. Keep this, again, keep this, because maybe they've got Shadow. We don't. We know we have nothing in the yard. We don't care about that ability. They... Okay, let's burn Lightning Strike. Okay. They would have got through the clan tactics, so that works well. I'm okay taking that hit. We can heal up pretty easily. That's most of their turn. This untaps, but...
I protect the light!
Okay. So again, we have blockers for their ground troops. This flyer is still a pain, but... There we go. Clan Tactic gets the job done. We get that flyer out of there, and we are pretty safe now. They are scouting, trying to find anything, and we're going to be able to put the offense going. It's pretty good anything. Ooh, Deadly Spider actually does a lot for them. All right, let's go ahead and I think we want to crack our charter. Huh. Sorry about that. Downpour, getting the job done. Yeah, that downpour was pretty one-sided huge. We got unblockable, we got power. I don't really care how much they put into this. That's a real good card, by the way. Just going in on the Quicksilver Ooze, but... Alright. Let's see if I can finish this quest. 99, yes, top 100. Alright. So we did it. We full balanced. We started on the 0 and 3. And then we went with the 6 and 0 to get us back to the rightful balance. Feeling good about that. That's more of a self thing. I like it every once in a while. It's nice to know that, like, you know, the fact that you've been playing cards for so long, it's a skill. Gonna go 7-0 with this. Feels like it. Feels like this can do it. We've got a lot of beef. I'm liking where this deck has ended up. My only, like, the thing that scares me is like a good Fire Justice, you know, Rakano or Stone Scar aggro, you know. Like, I feel like we'd have a lot of problems with that. We'd be leaning on our Lightning Strikes, leaning on getting some good 2-for-1s, and, like, we could have problems with that. Stone Scar's Fire Shadow. So, yeah, the 99 rank is 99 rank. That's the rank we're in. Alright, final fight. Or it could be. We definitely don't want to keep this one. I would like this hand if it actually had a time sigil. I would keep this actually very quickly on that, because we have our good shifting, we got good scouting. This hand looks really good, but like this is just not capable on that. Anybody says anything about what they've got in hand, you're out. Don't do it. I don't. If they're actually streaming this. All right, let's roll with this. Yeah, Fire has really good rush down. All right, I don't want to spend the Seek Power yet, because I feel like the Seek Power, for one, we don't need it, and for two, the Seek Power could be a Wormstone late. So we'll see. They got Shadow. All right, we got Dispel. Okay, we got, like, I hope they're slower. I really hope they're slower here. Okay, they've got the... Yikes! Indeed. They've correctly identified my weakness. I don't have units. So I'm just gonna take like 8 damage to that. No question. Yeah, it keeps coming. Okay, I think we get the Amanera down. Is that worth the Dispel? Twists pretty nicely.
Stay alert.
So I'm gonna go and Seek Power here, make it look like we're looking for the power, because I want the Scout as well. I want to... Yeah, that was worthwhile. So if this attacks as a 2-4, I don't block it. I just take the 2. Gun down, take it out. All right. Yep, this is the parts we have some trouble against. Ah, Downpour. Get that Relic Weapon off the table. Okay. Wormstone on the top is fine, because we actually have the mana for it. I am going to silence you, because that actually is too much damage of a threat right now. So we actually don't want this to be... If that became 5 and attacked me, that'd be way too quick of a threat. They're actually thinking about pushing here. They were sitting on a trick thinking about it. Now I'm thinking we might have to hang back with the 6-6. Oh, that is beauty. No longer have to hang back with that 6-6. Let's get in. Let's get some damage rolling. Let's get the Wormstone down. I'm feeling very safe with this hand. We got a 6-6 on the table. We can get blockers out of the way, and we can push damage very quickly if we need to. Their hand looks like a lot of removal, or sounds like a lot of removal. Like, in the sense that they haven't played anything. Kill an enemy relic. Oh, sorry, we gotta stun that. So I gotta pull the trigger early there, but it's It's worth the 7/7. That's a interesting. I don't see that as a. That's an interesting main deck card. Okay, I don't care about taking market damage. That's not going to really do much to me. Let's get in. Let's just push. They're at 19. We've got the clan tactic. We can afford to push. Put them at 6. They're dead to either hit. I wonder how much damage they've got up their sleeve. I don't want to take this. And it's less likely to get hyper pumped. If they've got tricks in their hand, they can't use them to save this. Not enough toughness. Sentinel is a card type, like Worm or Worm. Alright. And our final foe is defeated. Good game, Locopojo. They had the Stone Scar that I was afraid of, but not the aggression that I was. So... finish it out with the 7-0. The dream is real, the dream is fake. The dream is real. Let's go ahead and get our packs, open our packs, and call it a night. That was good. I'm happy we paid back everything. Nice, that's a good foil. Oh, that's a real nice looking foil, in the sense that I love Crown Watch Standard. Yeah, we got 24-25. We need another loss, clearly. But yeah. So yeah, I think that well demonstrated a lot of what I talk about when I talk about following the packs, following what you see rather than what you're, you know, feeling. So here's Sentinel, by the way. So that destroy a relic or a Sentinel, and this is a Sentinel. So Sentinel is a creature type that exists in time and fire, basically. You see, that's where the Sentinels are. I wonder if we got any more in here. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and eat some of those, call it a day. So yeah, that's the Maternal. Feeling pretty good. Feeling really good about that rank. That's actually pretty nice. I've not actually made it. This is the first time I've made it up to first time I've played enough to actually get up to like my Bronze 3 ain't constructed. But yeah, that I've actually played enough to get up to Masters, so that's nice. Anyway, that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more of this, you can always follow, see when I go live with cards, or any of the other things I do. You know, I've got Vesperia and FF12 going on. If you want to support the stream, you can always subscribe. You get the cool skull, you get the cool slime, and you get the little slime thing next to your name. But really, just being here, having a good time, I'm super happy about, you know. Happy you're here, having a good time with it. So, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.